In today's hot seat, we have SaintsRow 4 Reelected. Now, this is a game filled to the brim with action-packed chaos, mixed with a rated M tag that doesn't shy away from showing you why that tag is there in the first place. Like, come on. Seriously, look at this shit. It also carries along with it a hefty 51 trophies, 50 if you take away the platinum, and a 3 out of 10 platinum difficulty according to PSN profiles. Closer it is to 10, the harder it gets. And over the 10 years it's been out, it has acquired an OK Metacritic score of a 7.2, and an IGN score coming in at a 7.3. I never touched this game before in my life, so in a one weekend stint, I did everything I needed to. So fellow game enthusiasts, trophy, and achievement hunters alike, I have a very, very, very important question for you. Was it worth it to buy, play, and platinum, or 100%, SaintsRow 4 Reelected? Well, stick around because I will answer just that in some time, with many other aspects related to the game, but first, let me recap the game for you. Be warned, up ahead, there will be semi-spoilers ahead, so I don't know how you can... I'd say spoilers, but I don't know how you can really spoil a SaintsRow story, but anywho. Dressed up in black with only a look someone in 2013 could love, and I mean that in a very, I wouldn't say heartfelt way, it's kind of disrespectful, because I just came from the PS5 version of SaintsRow the 3rd, and this game was like beefed up to the brim, it looked fantastic, and now I'm playing this shined up PS4 remastered turd. It's a huge difference for me, so if I start shitting on the game a little bit, like graphics wise, there's my context. But we see our Saints in a chopper flying like the SEALs. No, not those SEALs. Doing some spec op shit on their way to take down a terrorist compound. We meet up with Asha Adakar, an MI6 operative whose handler is a familiar face, Matt Miller. Shooting our way through the compound, we go fist to fist with Cyrus Temple, remember him, and give his ass the old Terminator treatment. Our goal was to stop him from launching a nuke on Washington, but we were too late. Well, too late for the average person, that is. We're the boss, motherfucker. Climbing our way to the top of the nuke, fucking with it along the way, while all of our friends start saying their goodbyes for some reason. Oh yeah, I know why. We're about to die. We're on top of a nuke. But we end up jumping, completing the mission by falling into a very, very recognizable chair, and kick up our feet as we now become the President of the United States. Yeah, if you thought all that was fucking crazy for such a short amount of time, you should see what happens next. We make Kanye's dream girl, cure cancer, punch a dickhead in the head, see Oleg get promoted to head of security. Oh no, this is what I mean. Oleg, what the fuck did they do to your face, man? Sidebar, the only character difference that I really love coming from the 3rd to this was the classic Kenzie. I could not get behind the new shined up PS5 version of her. I love my skinny little redhead. Like a lot. Shit, I got sidetracked. Where were we? Alright, we get attacked by aliens, all of our friends new and old get abducted, blast ships out of the sky with our new White House defense systems. We come face to face with the alien leader Zinniac. We prove our worth, showing him not to mess with America. But then he mops our face with the floor, so yay. Skip to us being transported to the 50s, living our best life if we scarf down some pancakes and drive around with the sheriff, because that's what all the people did in the 50s. Am I not wrong or am I right? I don't know what I'm doing here. It's like, I'm wrong. It's all a simulation. Like, we start killing everybody and we learn that Zinniac has all control over our life. He sends us off flying into the main setting of an alien-controlled steel port where we are guided by Kenzie's voice as she gives us superpowers. But not actual superpowers, just simulation superpowers. Oh yeah, also, I really love driving cars in SaintsRow the 3rd, but here cars, hell even planes and jets, are completely irrelevant. More on that later. So yeah, that's just about the entire game wrapped up. So before we face Zinniac himself, it's open world trophy time. One by one we rescue our friends new and old, but not first without completing all of their loyalty missions, quests, and well, fucking them all. Also other trophies like super sprinting a distance of 250,000 meters, which is like 820,209.974 feet. I did that off the top of my dome. Don't look it up. Killing over 1,000 enemies with your supernatural abilities, upgrading every single option to your supernatural abilities, only achievable by collecting 100% of the data clusters, while in the process of listening to all of your friends' audio logs, forsaken by the 25 wardens you must slaughter, and ultimately fall short due to the daunting time-specific trophies that require you to spend 2 hours with the old SaintsRow homies, 2 hours while being a male, and 2 hours while being a female. Again, sitting around for at least 10 hours while you wait for that 40 hours, because completely have everything done before that time limit is up, unless you go out and play the DLCs for fun, but I doubt you'll even get the time by then. And finally, completing every challenge the game has to offer, which is quite a bit, and they're tedious. SaintsRow 4 was released on August 20th, 2013, and the January 20th, 2015 version was released as the Reelected version. like the remastered version, but re-elected, which included a copy of Gat Out of Hell along with it. So, with very little slight improvements, maybe I never noticed any at all, I still think it looks like shit, but with Volition in the development seat and Deep Silver as the publisher, you can find this game for free with PlayStation Plus, the top 2 tiers that is, or with a $20 price tag without. Saints Row 4 took me 40 hours to platinum, and I mean exactly 40. You know why? Because I was at 28 hours and 20 minutes when I fully completed everything, and then I had to wait a little less than 12 hours in order to get that 40-hour trophy, which was the last trophy I needed for the Platy. So yeah, best believe I went to bed with this bitch on in the background, so on February 20th, 2023, 7:55 p.m., I acquired my Kingpin Platy. So altogether, we have 42 bronze trophies, 5 silver trophies, 3 gold trophies, and 1 Platy. So let's split this trophy list up in some categories. For story, we have 15 trophies, with 2 of them being missable. Kinda. Before you fully beat the game, make sure to have all of the homie missions 100% completed for Saints and sensibility, and during the mission, didn't need to see him naked, you just gotta go kill yourself by using that red door, right there. Kill ourselves.
Red pill, blue pill. Red!
Red pill. There are no difficulty-related trophies, but there is a difficulty slider, so play the game how you wish. For collectible, we have 3 trophies, with 2 relating to the data clusters scattered across the map, and the other being the audio logs you receive by completing a homie's loyalty mission. There are no multiplayer trophies, but I would highly suggest playing with a friend, as it is way more enjoyable that way. As for miscellaneous, well, the rest, we have 32 trophies. I jumped this game up to a 4 out of 10 from the PSN Profiles rating that was a 3 out of 10 for the Platinum difficulty simply because of the time requirements. Because really, if you're not someone going for the trophies, are you actually going to wait that 40 hours just to get a plat? I mean, if you really like the game, then you could pop that trophy probably, but probably not for the average gamer. This probably won't ever be achieved. As for the rest of us who tackle plats or 100% achievement lists, that is still a daunting number, simply for the fact that even after having fun with the game and doing everything it asks of you, you'll find yourself still needing hours most likely. So it's kind of a bummer that that's the last trophy you'll probably pop. So I'm going to tack on a point just for that. Also, same predicament with Saints Row 3, where these challenges fall too far in the realm of tedious. Other than that, I have no issues with the trophy list. So for overall game experience and game length, I've thought long and hard about this. Not really. For game length, I got a 4 out of 10. It takes 40 hours, so boom, 4 out of 10. For overall enjoyment, I group up story, game mechanics, and visuals. So that being said, I just shot a 7 out of 10. A point lower than I gave 3. Why, you may ask? Well, number 1, it didn't look all that good. Maybe I get the original in 2013, but the re-elected reboot remaster type shit that came out in 2015, that's just not cool, man. You know what else came out in 2015? And Oleg's face really be looking like that? What the fuck, man? Let me list you some games for nostalgia and context. Here's the games that came out in 2015, and we got Oleg looking like that. Dying Light, The Order 1886, Bloodborne, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Batman Arkham Knight, Until Dawn, Black Ops 3, Star Wars Battlefront, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and 4, and I Am Bread. Okay, moving on. Number 2, although the superpowers are pretty fun and use them all game, it's a big difference for someone coming from the previous games where vehicles are, almost everywhere and useful to get around the map, and you make use of the rim jobs to customize your vehicle to your liking. Now, they are completely obsolete. A whole chunk of the game just gone due to the better modes of transportation. I mean, you can still use them and all, but just ain't the same. Number 3, again, not a bad story at all by any means. It's just nothing you're really going to remember because it's going to be carried by your very likable Saints and good times as you play through the game. So overall, the story's not bad, but it's bland. It's funny. It's fun to play. After that, it's not memorable. So was it worth it to buy, play, and platinum Saints Row 4 Re-elected? Well, even though I just shit on the game a whole bunch, I'm going to say yes to all 3. First off, the game is free. Completely free. Or if you don't have any of the PlayStation Plus or the Xbox Game Pass or anything like that, it's going to be a $20 price tag. Or quite commonly on sale for cheaper than $20, so you can't go wrong with that. For that price tag, it's got a whole damn shit ton of things to do, fun to have, and trophies to earn. As for playing, if you just pick this up to play casually, it can be a lot of stupid fun, like literally you're fighting aliens with black hole guns. You've got telekinetic powers, and you can basically upgrade everything about yourself, your weapons, powers, your crew, all the way up until you reach level 50, and and that's your max fucking level. But if you're playing casually, I don't think you'll ever make it that far, but it doesn't matter. You'll have a blast doing it. Especially if you got a buddy who's down to do shit like this.
Hi.
Hi. Ow.
That's what I meant. I was fucking launching you.
Ow.
Doink.
Fucking A.
What's the story, Shreyas?
Ow. Fuck. And finally, that sweet, sweet platinum, or the 100% on your achievement list. I can say that although there's a 40-hour requirement at the end of the day, it doesn't take away from the fun you'll have. Going over a SaintsRow game's list of things to get done, it's just mayhem, it's fucked up, it's a whole lot of laughs, funny moments. What can really go wrong with having SaintsRow 4 all shined up on your list of games ready to be shown off? I give it a platinum grade of a B.